Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this brand new series, we are going to build a complete chat application from scratch using Flutter and Firebase. And this is a part 1. In this video, I will guide you through everything you need to get started. Even if you are a beginner, we will start with installing Flutter on your system, then move on to the setting up the IDE we will be using and configuring all the tools and packages required for the project. I will also show you how to create a new Flutter project, structure your app and set up the basic UI so that when we move to the next part, you will be ready to start coding the chat features like sending messages and real-time updates and user authentication. By the end of this video, you will have your development environment fully set up and have a solid foundation to start building your chat app. So, if you are excited to learn Flutter and want to create your own fully functional chat application, make sure you are to watch the full video and follow along step by step. So, let's dive in. So guys, we are building our chat application by the way in from Figma to Flutter, okay? And like this type of chat application we will build in Flutter with Firebase, okay? And here you can see it. We have already designed into Figma, so we will see it and the code of it of this chat application. And this is our part 1, and because I have created a playlist of this chat application, and this is a part 1 in which I am telling you about chat app UI setup. Means that we in this part we install Flutter, and how many storage do you have in your computer or laptop, and how to which ID which we are using, and these all things I'm telling you about. Means if we want to build a chat application in Flutter, so which things we have required, these all things. And this is a look of our design which we are building. Okay, this type of chat application we are building in Flutter. This is our design of it. Here you can see it. This is our first of all if I told you the home page, so this is our home page. If you see, where the chat picture and the name of the people and the bio will become here, and in the header there's coming chat app, and there's our icon, search bar and profile section. And then when this thing has been done, then there is come on search bar. Like I've shown you, the search bar is coming. There is on search and view profile picture section, where you can see here, you can search your name and then your profile will become, and then you will be open your profile picture. Your profile picture will be open, and then you can also be see him in full like this. Okay, there's a search and view profile picture section. There's a chat media section. Means that when you click onto the chat, and when you click on to the chat, so there is come like these type options like copy text, edit message, delete message, send at this time, read at this time. And then there's come like save image, delete message. Means that if you like this type of things, means if you send email image to someone, so then this type of things will become like save image, delete message and this send it. And when you open somebody profile, so it will be open like this. Like here's the image of their image has been come of the dead guy, and the name, and then email, and then about, and then his send which image he will be sending you. There's all the image will become like media links and docs, and there's come like block and report. Okay, and then there's a receive messages section. There's a two section of receive messages. Means like you can also copy text receive at, means that there's time will become at receive at, and in date also has been coming in the month. And then there's come read at, means in which time you read this message, like in this time, and in this time you read this message, and this is a what a day and month with where when you read this. Then there is a receive at and read at, like the same. Like when you see the text, so there will become copy text, and when you see on your image, so there will become an option of a save image. Okay, this is a receive message section. So this is a message info section, means that you can, there's a message info section, means you can, if you are seeing any somebody image, so there will become these options like save image, delete message, send that, and read that. And if you see someone text, means if you see you're sending text, so there these type of options will become like I copy text, edit message, delete message, and like this. Okay, and now this is a chat feature section, means there is a some of the features of the chat, means like this type of chat will become like this is a one back arrow will becoming, this a profile picture will, your profile picture will become here, your profile name, and then last seen today at this will become here. And if there's no message, so there will become no message here yet, send a message or tap the greeting below. Okay, and this is a laughing emoji, here you can see it, which I have added, and you can use this last laughing emoji to add an emoji in your message. And then there's a one message box where you can write your messages. And there's image section where you can add your images. There's a camera option, okay, from where you can click the image and then send to your contact. And this is a sending button, means when you click this button, then your message will be sent or your image. And like this means hi there, then hey, and like in which time you send this message, the time will become here. The blue tick has been also become uh when the user see the message, then there will become this uh blink blue color tick message. And here you can say hey, this type of the user send you the message, and the time will also become. And when you send the message, the time also become here, and blue tick also become, means that the user have seen your message, that means blue tick. And if there is coming gray tick, that means user do not see your message. Okay, and there from here you can also send the images, and how is this looking and awesome, and there's a emoji is also be sent. Okay, you can also send the emoji. And then here you can see the user have don't view your message, so there will be coming gray tick, here you can see it. So like this, and this is the same thing. Okay, like this, and this is like this, you can do it simply. Okay, and like this, here you can see it, means that this is a user, and here you can see it, and this is me, like this. The both chats are coming here, you can see it simply like this. So like this you can do it. And now this is the edit profile section, means that when you click onto the profile, like I have shown you here, when you click on this section, on this profile section, then you will be come on to this section on the edit profile. You can change your image here, image profile from here. And when you change it, there will become this option, pick profile photo or click profile photo, means from camera. Okay, and then there will become name, email, about, and edit profile, there will become text, theme, and logout. And like when you click onto the text theme, so these three themes will become like send, boogaloo, and comforter, like this. Okay, you can set on three out of this, means I have already set to send. Okay, like this. And this is the add a user via email, means that from here you can add a user via email, means that if in your home page this thing will become like no connections found, add someone by typing the button below. And then you can add a user by typing his email. Okay, add user by via email, like this. Okay, so this type of chat application we are building. So this is our part one, in which I am telling you about a chat app UI setup. So let's start. So guys, let's start. So now I have shown you the all the Figma design, means that we see all the Figma design, means which type of chat application we are building and how it looks. So let's see step by step how we can do the installation of it. Means how to set up a UI setup. We want to see this now. So let's start. Now, below is a one complete step-by-step PDF file you can directly copy and use in your Flutter project. It covers Flutter installation on all three devices, Windows, Macs, and Linux. Number 2, Android Studio and VS Code setup. Number 3, creating, running a Flutter project. Okay, means these three things we want to do. And then We do emulator real device setup as well, and chat app UI setup like screens, widgets, and structure. Okay, these things, and then Flutter Chat App Step Guide. This readme explains everything from scratch. Means that how to install Flutter, set up environment, run a Flutter project, and create a basic chat app UI. Okay, means these all the things we need to. I told you from scratch. First we see the system requirements. Means you must have some of the system requirements which I am telling you. Minimum requirements you have. OS means device. You must have Windows 10 plus or Mac OS or Linux. Okay. RAM. Minimum requirements, the RAM you must has be 8 GB recommended. Okay, 8 GB RAM has been recommended. Okay, and storage. What is the storage? Storage you must have 10 GB free space. Okay, you must have 10 GB free space, and you must have a good internet connection as well. So these are the some of the minimum requirements which I am telling you. Now these are the minimum requirements which you must have if you want to start Flutter. Then number two, download and store Flutter SDK. So how you can do it? Step number one, download Flutter. So how we can download it? To download the Flutter, we know we need to go to this link of https dot slash slash flutter dot dev slash docs slash get started slash install. You need to click on this link to install the Flutter. So let me click on it. So when you click on this link, so it is saying me leave this site. So I will be press control and then click on this link. So then it will be open in next tab. So now it has been like this type of thing has been come, means that quick start, use VS Code or another code OS based editor to quickly install, setup and try out Flutter development. Or there is a second option is as well, custom setup, which install the Flutter SDK and set up any initial target platform and get started learning and developing with Flutter. Okay, there are the two options. And now here this is one description. Flutter has been come, means that ready to build beautiful multi-platform apps from single code base. Choose from the following two options to get started, set up Flutter development environment. So there are the two options has been coming. So we need to choose. Let me tell you, go. We want to download the Flutter according to your OS. Okay. According to OS, we need to download a Flutter. So let me click onto the install Flutter, and I click install Flutter with VS using VS Code Studio Code, using VS Code Studio Code. So now we need to click where here the your development platform has been coming. Choose your development platform, and there's coming like Windows, Mac, Linux and Chrome OS. So like as you know, we are on Windows, so obviously we will download on Windows. So I will be click on the Windows, and here is coming download prescribed software. Here's coming for the smallest Flutter setup. First install the following tools. Install Git for Windows. Okay, it is saying me if you want the smoothest Flutter setup, so you need to install Git for Windows, and I have already installed it. I have already have Git in my Windows. And if you don't have, so come on to this link, Git for Windows, and then download it from here. Yeah, for depending on your software, depending on your OS, download the Git. Okay, if you are on Windows, download on Windows. If you are on Mac, download on Mac. If you are on Linux, so download on Linux. So now there is coming one more thing. Download and install VS Studio Code, means to quickly install Flutter and then edit and debug your app so you can install and set up VS Studio Code. Means that this is our IDE which we are using in today's session. In today's the chat application app, we are using this IDE. So you need to install in Python, in Mac, Linux or Windows. So there are three options will become. So if you are on Windows, download on Windows, or if you are on Linux, so download on it, and if you are on Mac, so download on the Mac. So I am on Windows, so when I click on the Windows, so there will become download and installation, VS Studio Code and these things. So but I will told you how to download VS Studio Code. Please, for now, please don't download VS Studio Code from here. I will be told you easily, because this step will be confuse you. I will be told you in this PDF file how to install the VS Studio Code as well. So just wait it, okay? Just wait. And then there's coming like add the Flutter extension. To add a dot and Flutter extension to VS Code, visit the Flutter extension marketplace page and click install. If promoted by a browser, allow it to open VS Studio Code. Okay, so please click onto this link and then click onto the install. And when you click onto the install, so it is saying you this site is trying to open VS Studio Code. So I will be say open. So when I say to the open, then it will be start directly started to download a Flutter on my VS Studio Code. So install. So now for now you must know how to download a Flutter. You must know how to download a VS Studio Code. So let me tell you, because if you don't have VS Studio Code downloaded, so how this will open on your VS Studio Code. So let me tell you how to download the VS Studio Code. Come into the Google, write here VS Studio Code download, and when you come on it, download. Then when you click on your first link, so here is the three option will become Windows, Linux, Mac. So I am on Windows, so download on Windows. And when you download on Windows, so directly setup of it, and then it will be downloaded. And when it has been downloaded, just click onto this link, Flutter extension marketplace page, and then click onto the install, and then it will be the pop-up will become open. Then click onto the open, and then it will be come on to your VS Studio Code extensions, and then there's come install option. So then install your Flutter from here. So when I install the Flutter from here, so there is coming could not find a Flutter SDK, please download, or if already downloaded, click locate SDK. So I know that I don't have downloaded the Flutter SDK, so I want to download it, so I will click download SDK. Now it is saying me clone Flutter, so I am saying me I will be clone Flutter on my E drive. And on my E drive, where in which folder, in which folder, let me tell you, let me told him where's my programs files, this folder, clone Flutter. So now it is downloading the Flutter SDK, and this may take a few minutes, okay, and cross this. And now come on it here. Now there's coming install Flutter with VS Studio Code, means that you can open the command and then go to the view in the command and press Control Shift P. In the command plate we type Flutter and then select Flutter new project, like this it is saying you. So let's continue this, but first of all, whenever SDK will be downloaded, then we'll be continuing these things, okay. And now we want to extract the Flutter. Windows, step 2, add Flutter. Okay, extract and download Flutter according to your OS. So when you come on to the setup Flutter, quick start, and when you click on to quick start, back, custom setup, and custom setup install manually. So when you download, you can also download it manually as well, but then your zip file will be created, and then you need to extract the zip file, and then you need to unzip and these things. But I told you the fast way to download, mean this is a quick start and this is a custom start. Means the quick start takes some time. Sorry, quick start do not take many much of the time. Means it will be take like totally like 10 minutes, okay. But this custom setup takes a little bit time, like 30 to 1 hour, okay, because it is a custom setup, means you need to extract the file and these things. But for I told you the easiest setup, means you just want to come on to your VS Studio Code, download the extension of Flutter, and then download the Flutter SDK, okay. Then in the right side of your VS Studio Code, there will become download a Flutter SDK. So you just need to click install and then it will be start to install it. Okay, or you can come on it here, Flutter SDK. When you write here, so from here, if you don't see this link, which link, let me tell you. If you don't see this link, let me tell you which link. Come on it here, install with VS Studio Code. If you don't see this link, this Flutter extension marketplace page link. So then you just want to come onto the VS Studio Code and just write here Flutter, and then Flutter will become, click on it here and click install, then it will be start to install it. Okay, and now when our this thing is done, now we want to install Flutter with VS Code. So open command line means that open your terminal. To open your terminal, you need to click on these three arrows. Click on your terminal, then there will be the option will become new terminal. Or the shortcut key is Control Shift semicolon. And when I click it, so my terminal has been opened here, as you can see here. So sorry. Now when my terminal has been opened, so just what are you gonna do now here? Let me come on it here, and in the command plate write Flutter. Okay, but first of all, Control Shift P, we need to write Control Shift P. It is saying me to write Control Shift P, so what, let me come on it here, let me open this, Control Shift P, command prompt Flutter. So let me come on it here, open command plate in VS Studio Code. So where's the command plate? Let me see. From here, there's also not coming any command. Okay, it is coming now. So right here Flutter, and when you write here Flutter, so just you want to create onto the new project. Okay, you just want to click onto the new project, and then there's coming download. Then it is downloading. So download. The SDK is very main thing which is downloading, so just wait a moment. Okay, so how much time it will be take, let me see it. Let me come on it here, let me come on it here. So it takes little bit time, means that this Flutter SDK will take some time, so let's wait for it. Okay, when it will be installed, and then we'll be start to continue our work. Okay, it takes some of the time. So now it is downloading my Flutter SDK, or you can come onto your Google. If you write here Flutter SDK download, so there's a archive and these things are coming. Okay, and why we use Flutter SDK, if I told you, uh, we use Flutter SDK to run our code, to create a new projects, and for these things we use the Flutter SDK. For your knowledge, I am just telling you. Okay, for, for that we use the Flutter SDK. Okay, command play new project, locate. So let me locate it. So I think it is downloaded, so let me view it. So let me come up and let me open Flutter, and where is the Flutter? So here is Flutter set, and now the folder does not appear. Download and E drive, and sorry, in app drive, if I in app drive, and in app drive in which folder? So where is my programs file folder? Because in each drive there is a one folder by the name of program files, but I don't see on this my F drive. So let me go to my D drive. So in my D drive there is a folder, so let me click on it. Failed to clone Flutter using Git. Please clone or download the Flutter SDK manually. Setup instructions open. So it is saying me to download it manually, so let me download it manually. So install manually, download this zip, and now it is started to download. Here you can see it, Flutter Windows and these things. So it takes some of the time because this is a big thing, so that's why it takes some of your time. So now let's take this time. Let me come down. I want to see one thing, add Flutter to path, and these things we have done already. And there's coming like in Windows, Mac, what you want to do in Windows, what you want to do in Windows what you want to do, in Mac or Linux what you want to do, and like this. Okay, means I will be told you in all these three OS. Okay, in which OS you want to do this thing, and like this. Okay, so now I hope it is downloaded. So let me come on to my E drive, and when I come onto my E drive, let me come onto the program files, and when I come onto the program files, so let me see where is my Flutter. Here is my Flutter git, and there's a git, but there is not coming any Flutter SDK. So I think it is not downloaded till now. So let me come on to my PDF file. We need to download an Flutter. Download Flutter according to your OS, but it is not telling me custom setup, install manually, and when I click install manually, then select. Okay, let me see my Flutter is downloaded or not by writing this. So it is not saying me. It's saying me Flutter is not recognized. So that means my Flutter is not downloaded till now. So now for that I think so we need to install it manually. We go with Windows. Okay, and there will become like this the folder, so you can just click onto this folder, and then your Flutter will be start to download it from here. Means that it takes much more your storage, means takes many of your storage. Okay, means it takes like 2 GB like this. It takes, so please before starting Flutter you must have like 16, I think 18 to 16 GB RAM is recommended. Okay, if you are only learning Flutter, so 8 GB is recommended. Me 8 GB is best. If you are like that, like if you are doing like many of the programming languages like Python, or like Python, like Node.js in backend, MongoDB. These are the some of the these are the heavy languages, and you must have like 16 GB RAM. And if you are doing like these ASP.NET and these many of the languages we are doing, means that you are a full stack developer and you are working on all the languages. Okay, so you must have must 46 26 like these type of GB RAM you must have. Okay, if you want to start programming. So like in programming you must have your computers will must be heavy. Okay, not heavy, like your processors will be like mid-range, and your RAM, the main thing is RAM. Means for installation your RAM is very hard. Means that you must have like 16 to 25 or 40 GB RAM you must have. Okay, for start programming. Okay, so but I have started to download Flutter for Windows, so now it is downloading from here. Okay, so now it takes some of the time, so let's take his time. But when you click, let me click download dot, and let me click locate, and let me click select folder, download SDK, let me click back, download SDK, let me click E drive, and when I click onto the E drive, let me click onto the again, let me click onto the program files. So where's my program files folder? So here it is. Let me click clone Flutter. So it is saying me setup instructions, open, and now when I open it, so it is saying me developing using and then install this, and now let me come on it here. So now done. So let me see, let me view it. So let me come on it here. So now let me back download Flutter. Let me write here. And now for now we also use for in VS Studio Code right here black box. Okay, sorry, not AI. Okay, write agent. So when you write agent, so there's extensions, means there's the agents will become, means we in this we use agents as well for helping, because we are building this from Figma design and it must be hard, so that's why we use agent as well for small mistakes. If we have any feature when we are building in future, if we had any errors and anything, so we can use any agent. Okay, so there's the agent will become like a black box or these type of agent you can use it, like codex and then continue, open source AI code agent, argument code, and these type of like code GPT. These are the some of the best ratings chat bots. And in the first number, this black box AI one coding agent and code. This is this is a first uh, agent which has many ratings and downloads. It has total installing is 4 million 60 forty-six lakh and 43,000 installation is of this agent. Okay, so it is very big achievement for black box. And for and this of this agent coding copilot, it has like 2 lakh, like 2 lakh and sorry, not 2 lakh, I think it is like 22 lakh and 1000. Okay, so these are like this, and this have like total 29 lakh and 77,000 installation and 218 rating, and it has 123 and it has 370. Okay, so now like this. So now first of all, and let's start to create it, but let's say it is downloaded, no, not so. Let me click black bar question. Currently please confirm when the download complete so I can proceed with extracting, adding it into the system path. So let me view it down, let me come on it here, so it is taking some time. Let me come on it here, so it is also taking time. Let me come on it here, download, and let me close it. Let me the Flutter SDK download is currently in processing progress. So please confirm when the download completes so I can proceed with extracting to achieve and done. When I say to the done, so let me see what reply should it will give me. So adding it to the system path. C Flutter. Okay, it is sending on C. Let me come Flutter. Okay, but there is not anything. The user confirmed the Flutter SDK download is complete within done. Now the next step is to extract the archive to C Flutter. Okay. Now he executes command monitoring investigation command. The command failed due to Flutter DOS being blocked by an error pass. Okay. So now it is saying me it has downloaded now, I think. So let me press enter. Let me press enter here again, and now let me control C. Let me copy this command. Let me paste this command here. Let me press enter. Let me create a new terminal in which I wrote this. PowerShell. Windows. Open up Windows PowerShell in which you want to write this. Now it is saying me writing web request and these things, so you can see it. So it takes some time. So for now, let me view it down again, like Windows. So let me open Windows, and when I open Windows, so there is one folder by the name of Flutter. So let me see, but where it is. A B C and then D E and then F. No, there's not any name of Flutter, and then there's one more Windows folder. And let me view on this folder. So in this folder, I think it must be in this folder. So let me see, A B C D F G H I A B C D E F. No, there's also not anything. So let me go on to the C drive again. Let me open Flutter. No, there's not my website. So yeah, it is here. So farm 2. Let me open this. Let me close this. Let me again open this. Let me press back, and it is downloading till now. Number of bytes right in Flutter. Come on to here, gets on it now. Perfect. So I think it's downloaded. So now let me tell you some next steps. Yeah, it is downloaded, I think. So let me write here plus version. So yeah, it is downloaded because it is showing me some version. So sorry, by the mistake I write Python slash version. I want to write Flutter. So let me run one code and then let me see it is running or not. Let me come to Google and write Flutter latest version. Okay, so the latest version is 3.38. Okay, so this is a latest version of Flutter. So let me write it down it here. So now perfect. Now our Flutter installed, and this is the latest version which I have written down here. So now our Flutter is installed successfully. So now, if you do not download it like automatically from VS Studio Code, so you can download it manually. But for manually, you need to come onto your here, where on your this custom setup, and first of all come on to the overview, come on to the custom setup, and then click install manually, and there will become means in which development platform you want to download it, and then just click onto this download the Flutter SDK, and then it will be start to download. It's simple. Okay, and now minimize this. Now come down, then verify the installation. Now we need to install Android Studio. Now step number one, download Android Studio. Means that if you want to work on Flutter, so you must have Android Studio as well. Means that like you must have many means that 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM is recommended for Flutter, because you need to install heavy IDEs. So this is Android Studio which you want to download it. You need to download and install Android Studio Auto 2 feature drop. Okay, I have already installed the Android Studio. If I show you here, you can see it, and this is my Android Studio. And you need to also install the Android Studio from here. Just click onto the download Android Studio Auto 2 feature drop, and then it will be start to download. Okay, and now click on it here. Let me click cross and let me click Android Studio. From here you can download your Android Studio, and there are some of the new features are also included, like this agent, and this Gemini agent has been also be AI assistant, the Google, the Android Studio has also included. Here you can see it. So like this. And now when you install the Android Studio, then step number one is that, and then step number two is install the required plugins like Flutter and Dart. You need to install these both plugins, this required plugins in Android Studio. And for that you need to open your Android Studio. And when I open my Android Studio, so now this is a Narwhal, means this is a whale version which I'm using. Okay, and then come on to here, click on to the hierarchy to do coverage, and these things are coming here. And I want to tell you one more thing else. So let me click on to the new, and the new project, no activity, yes, and then yes. And I want to tell you one more thing as well. Let me close this now. Perfect. Now I want to tell you that thing. Let me come on it here. Let me come on it here. So now you need to install the required plugins in Android Studio, which by the name of Flutter and Dart. So how to install this Flutter and Dart required plugins in the in the Android Studio code. So let me tell you, you need to come on it here. You need to install required plugins, Flutter, Dart, and in step number 3 you need to install Android SDK. Okay, and how to install plugins, so come on it here, settings, and then SDK manager. And when you come onto the SDK manager, right here Dart, So there is not coming any dot. So let me click on the start again, click on the plugins. By mistake I'm writing there, we need to write here, sorry, write Flutter. So why there is not coming any Flutter or these things? Let me come on it here. We need to install required plugins like Flutter and Dart. So why it is not installing? So let me come on it here again, and then let me come down. Let me see. There must be the Flutter. So let me see, but there is not any Flutter I am seeing. Where's the Flutter? So we can use any AI. So let's use Chat GPT. Let me open it and let me say him to how to install plugins like Flutter and Dart in Android Studio. Means that if you need to learn about Flutter, so you must know the basics of Android Studio as well. Okay, so you need to launch Android Studio and then go to the file and settings in Windows or Linux. Okay, so let me go on to there, file, and then settings. And then when you come on it here, then you need to install the Dart plugin. Flutter depends on Dart, so select plugins from the left panel. So let me select the plugins. So now there's coming only these plugins, why the all plugins are not coming. So okay, I click on the install by mistake. I do not go to the marketplace, so that's why the extensions are not coming. I click on the install, so that's why. Now when I go on the marketplace, now the uh, uh all the extensions are coming now. So first of all, you install Flutter. So when I click on to install, and now it is starting to download it, and it is downloaded. Here you can see it. And now when it has been downloaded, so you need to write here dot, and when you click on the dot, so download the dot as well. Okay, and now the dot has also been started to download. Here you can see it. So now the dot plugin has been also been installed successfully. So when you click on it installed, so there's coming like these. Okay, what is meant? So let me click on the Flutter. So I think the Flutter is not downloaded now till, yeah, it is not downloaded, so it is taking some time. Here you can see it, the Flutter is downloading now, and when the Flutter will be download, then we'll be see on the VS Studio Code is how to install VS Studio Code, and then how to install VS Studio Code, and then these all the things. So now it is take little time. Okay, and yeah, the reviews are also has been coming an overview. The overview, if I read it for you, it's support for developing Flutter application. Flutter gives developers an easy and productive way to build and deploy cross-platform high-performance mobile app. Mobile app for both, okay, for both Android and iOS, installing this plugin. And it's this plugin will also install the Dart plugin as well. For some tools, this plugin uses some Chromium through JX browser to display a content from the web, and JX browser compiles with LGPL and offers an option to replace Chromium with another component to do this. Okay, and now it is saying me to restart the IDE, so I will be click restart IDE. So not now, and then I click on to installed, and now it is installed, and then I click apply, and when I click onto the apply, so let me cross from here, and now it is saying restart. So let me click restart, confirm, exit. So yeah, I click terminate. So when I terminate, so now it will be restart, means it will be open automatically. Let me show you. Now it is not opening, so just wait some seconds. So now it will be open. So it is not opening, so we'll be open it. So let me click Android Studio. Now when I click onto the Android Studio, so now it is not opening till now. So why it is not opening? Let me come on it here, let me come on it here again, let me write here Android Studio a open, and then it is not opening. So why, what is happened? So let me come on it here. So this step is also has been done, means this like download Flutter and then these required plugins which we have downloaded successfully. Dart is also downloaded and Flutter is also. Means the step to install the Flutter plugins is done, and step 1 download the Android Studios also has been done successfully. Now we need to install, the step number 3 is we need to install Android SDK. So to download and install SDK, open Android Studio. So I'm opening it, but it is not opening. So let me come on it here, let me click onto the run as an administrator, and let me click onto the yes. Now it has been opened. Here you can see it. Means sometimes it takes like it is a glitch. Okay, so you can click onto the run as an administrator, so then it will be open. Okay, then click onto the settings and Flutter. So now here you can see it, the Flutter and Dart has been selected. Click on the apply, and then okay, perfect. So now our Dart and these things installed. So now it is saying me install Android SDK. Open Android Studio Code, then SDK manager and install latest SDK. So for that you need to open your Android Studio, click onto the SDK manager, and then click onto the install latest SDK. So now for that you need to SDK manager and then install latest SDK. So let me install it. So let me come on it here, SDK manager, SDK manager, come down, come up, SDK manager, optimize disk space. As Android SDKs will not contain Firebase, you can use the okay, and then now perfect, edit, and now I will be download in E drive, and in E drive my which okay, E drive is empty, so I'll be in E drive in this folder, loading local repository, finding available SDK component. So now it is fetching some remote repository, means that whenever my new SDK will be downloaded, it will be downloaded on my E drive, not on C drive, because on C drive it is full, my C drive is full, so that's why. So I click accept and next. Now it is starting to downloading on my E drive. So now it takes some time, but for now our Android Studio work has been done, because we have installed the latest SDK and we also installed the Android emulator. Android emulator means that the mobile version, means that the mobile which I show you side by side by coding, means that mobile. Okay, it has been come in Android Studio. If I show you an image like Android Studio emulator, it looks like this. Like you use a mobile Android mobile, any Android mobile, it looks like this. Let me come on to the this Android developers real website. Okay, and I click onto the first link, and now here you can see it like this. You need to select pixel 5 or pixel extra large or pixel 8, like this type of device you want to select, and then when you run your project, then it will be opened. Okay, it will be, there is the you, for the best experience, you use the emulator in Android Studio on computer with at least the following specs. You must have 16 GB RAM and 64-bit Windows 10 or higher. On Mac, if you are using, you have Mac OS 12 or higher, or Linux or Chrome OS operating system, and 16 GB disk space if you need to, for the best experience. Okay, and if I told you in the toolbar, there are many of the things like swipe the screen, means that you point to the screen, press and hold the primary mouse button and swap across the screen, and then release. And you can, there's one more feature, is drag an item, means that this drag an item, what this drag an item can do, it point to an item on the screen, and press and hold the primary mouse button and move the item and then it release. Okay, and there is a one more tab feature there, and then many of the features there are, so I don't tell you all the features here because there are many of the features. So I told you all the features step by step, then the video will be longer. Okay, so now, but anyways, our Android Studio has been done and these things are done. So we need to install VS Studio Code, optional but recommended. Means that we this is optional to install VS Studio Code, but it is recommended. Okay, to download VS Studio Code, you need to click onto this link. So when you click on this link, so there is coming like the open source AI code editor, and you can download it from Windows. So you can download for Windows and then it will be start to download it. I have already downloaded it. And then install the extensions like Flutter and Dart, and I have already installed the Flutter and Dart extensions. So click on this link right here, Flutter, and then download the Flutter extension in your VS Studio Code. I have already downloaded, here you can see it. And then come on to the Dart, click on the Dart, and when you write here Dart and click on the Dart, then download your Dart extension from here. Okay, so now when this install VS Studio Code and install extension, these thing has been done, then you need to create a new Flutter project. To create it, you need to create Flutter, create chat app, and then cd chat app, and then you open a project and write code dot like this. So for that, what you want to do, first of all, you need to create a Flutter project. So first of all, create right here, come on to VS Studio Code, click on your terminal, new terminal, and then when you come out here new terminal and then write here flutter, and then write here create chat app, and when you write this, then the folder will be created here. You can see it. Now I'm creating a like flutter create chat chat slash application slash flutter, and now flutter, like this type of my folder name should be look like this. Sorry, it will must be in smaller. I'm writing in capital letters. Chat application slash flutter slash main. Then when I click on it, so now when I click on it, so now here you can see it, it has been created a one folder. So I will be right click on this folder, and then click onto the right click, and sorry, now I open a new window of my VS Studio Code, don't save. And when I open my VS Studio Code like this, and then I will be drag and drop my this folder on my VS Studio Code. Now perfect. Now when our work is done, so I will be remove these all the things, then this type of interface will be come here, and then you need to run the Flutter project. So how to run the Flutter project, let me tell you. You need to start emulator. So first emulator, you need to write Flutter emulators, and then Flutter emulator slash launch, and then emulator ID you want to write. Or you can also connect a real device, means that means if you have one mobile, so you can connect it with your charger and then you can run your app. Okay, using this command Flutter run. And it's a folder structure of our app, and it's a chat app UI setup. And now let's do a chat app UI setup. So for that, you need to create a step one. You need to create a one file here by the name of main.dart. And when you create this file, in that file you need to write this code, and this PDF file I will be provide you in the link in the description of this PDF file. This chat app UI setup I'm doing here. Okay, so there this thing has been come. So now then you need to step number 2, you need to do chat app chat screen UI. So for that you need to create a file by the name of chat screen chat screen dot. So rename it dot, and then just paste this code here. And now perfect. Now this is also has been done, and my Flutter this manually has also downloaded. So let's set up it. But first of all, when you write these all the things, so now the some things are left, means that our set UI, our the UI has been created, means our UI 2 files work has been done, means that we create our full front end from the next video. From next part we create full front end of our app. Okay, but for now we need to do more things, so let me tell you what type of more things we need to do. So let me tell you. So we have written our all the UI code. So now when our this thing is done, and we you need to write Flutter run, or you need to start the emulator. If you want to run the Flutter project, you need to write run Flutter emulators like these things. So now you need to write Flutter emulator. So let me come out to my VS Studio Code and let me view it. My all the dependencies and these things is done. So I write Flutter. When I write Flutter, so it is resolving my dependencies and downloading some packages. So just it is takes some time, but if I see my Flutter is downloaded successfully, so for that I write Flutter version. So when I wrote it down, so it gave me any version, so that's mean our Flutter is downloaded. If it give me any error, so that means my Flutter is not downloaded. Okay, and now let's see. And if you want to also download the Flutter, I have told you that from here, click on the install manually, and then click on the download Flutter Windows stable zip, and then when it will be once it downloaded, just extract that. And when you extract that, then click on this folder, copy this folder, and then come onto your C drive and just paste this folder in the C drive. And when your this work is done, then open your Flutter folder, open your bin folder, and on your bin folder copy this path. And when you copy this path, come on to your environment, edit the system and environment variables, click on the environment variables, and then click on the path, double click on it, and then click on the new and add this path here. And then when you paste this, click OK, and then the last OK, and then your Flutter will be set up successfully. Okay, and for checking, you need to write Flutter / version. So my Flutter is downloaded successfully, so now it is giving me Flutter version is 3.38.5. Here you can see it. And if I show you on the Google Flutter latest version, so there will become 3.38. Here you can see it, 3.38, and my also version install is 3.38.5 like this. So and my all the dependencies is also downloaded successfully. So now we need to write Flutter emulator. So let me write this here, and but it is giving me error. So let me come to a new terminal. It is giving me the Flutter is not recognized as a name of CMD function. Okay, so let me come on it here. So let me create a chat app. So let me create a new window. Let me close this window, and then let me click onto the new terminal, and let me write here. Let me come on it here. Flutter create chat app means that Flutter create chat app. This is some of the commands you need to write it down. Means this is the Flutter. Flutter is our name to create a file. Then this is a create, and my file names will be folder names will be chat app. So when you click, the term Flutter is not recognized the name of CMD function script file operable, checking the spelling of the name, or if the path was included, verify that the path is incorrect. So it is giving me incorrect, or it is not creating me. So let me write in the command plate Flutter new project. We need to download SDK, and let me come on it here, C drive, and now let me click clone Flutter. So it is downloading the Flutter SDK. So let me come on it here again. Let me come up and verify installation. For that you need to write Flutter doctor. So write this command Flutter doctor. So let me write this Flutter doctor, enter. So when I write this, so it is doctor summary to see all details, run Flutter doctor / version. So it is downloading. So just for wait for that, because some of the times it will also cause the error. So please run this command as well. So the error which you are facing, then it I hope then it will be gone. Okay, and now it is, let me open my command. So yeah, it is still working on it. So flutter run, so when you write flutter run, but I don't have any project, so I hope I don't create it. So it is downloading flutter SDK, turn off, and flutter run, it is still giving me any error. Let me come up and let me write flutter create chat app. Let me write in command prompt. So in command prompt when I wrote it down, so here you can say now this creating project app. By mistake I am writing this command in VS Studio Code, so that will causing an error. So that's why. So if you write this on your where on your command prompt, so I hope your error will be resolved. Okay, so now it is it is creating a project by the name of chat app. So just wait some time, some seconds, then it will be created. Okay, and then you need to write this command and this command. We are on this command, we are writing this command. Okay, and my project name is chat app, so I'm writing here chat app. So now it is creating my project. Okay, so now once it will be create my project, then I will be drag and drop that folder on my where on my VS Studio Code, and then I will be click on the cd chat app. I write this command for tell you this is my project, and then I will be open the project, and then I will be write code dot. Okay, like simply like this. Then I will be run my Flutter project. So now it is taking some time. So this is a main.dart folder. This is a chat app UI setup. Okay, means UI setup. Okay, run chat app flutter run. You will see this things. Okay. Again, we are building this totally on Firebase. Like on backend, we are using Firebase if for your qualification, and you need to press enter. Okay, and when you press enter, then it will be create your project. I do not create press enter, so that's why I'm waiting for it, but I press enter. Now it has been created. So now on my terminal, let me write here cd chat app. So now it is done. Now then when it has been done, then right here open your project, and right here for opening project you need to write code dot. And when you wrote it down, so here you can see it, your folder has been opened and your all files will become here. Let me show you. Here you can see my all files has been come here successfully when I write here code dot. Okay, and now successfully. Now you need to start, if you want to start an emulator, so you need to write flutter emulators. Okay, for starting a emulator, so for starting emulator you need to write this. So when I write this command, it is saying me one available emulator. ID is Pixel, name is Pixel, manufacturer is Google, and platform is Android. It is saying me to run an emulator. You run Flutter emulator slash launch. Okay, and the emulator, to create a new emulator, run the emulator. Okay, it's saying me write this. Okay, you need to write emulator ID. So let me click back, finish. Okay, so now my Android Studio is stuck, I think so. So cancel, and then you need to come on to the running device manager. So this is available, this is my available. So it is I'm starting to download it because the Android Studio is very much thing, means because it is linked with Android Studio. So in my Android Studio, my available emulator is Pixel, so it is showing me Pixel. You can see it is my available emulator which I have already downloaded. But I don't use this Pixel one. I need to create a one new virtual device. So let me create it. So I am using Pixel. I think the Pixel 8 or Pixel Extra Large. I use Pixel Extra Large. It is pretty good, okay, on my Android project. But I think Pixel Extra Large is good because it's a large screen and it looks pretty good. So I click finish, yes, and now it's starting to download. It is sending me an error code while preparing SDK manager package Android not in ZIS the IP folder. So it is downloading, so just wait a few minutes when it will be download, and then we need to write here my emulator ID inside here, and then I will be press enter. Then my then my Flutter project will be start running. Okay, and if you are facing any error, means if you are facing any issues on it, so you can also connect a real device using USB debugging on. Okay, so you can also do like this, and then you can run app by you writing flutter run. Okay, and now let's see, it is downloaded now. Till here, please wait until the requested actions are completed. So now it is started to download, because these type of emulators are very heavy, like 1 to 8 GB easily it takes. Okay, easily it takes 1 to 8 GB. These are these emulators of Android Studio. So that's why you need to install minimum emulators. Okay, like one emulator it's install on your Android Studio is enough, because if you install 2 to 3 emulators, so it takes many of your I mean it takes total of your, like if you have 8 GB, so it takes all your 8 GB. Okay, because it is very I if I told you, it is very higher GB. Okay, it takes many GB. Okay, so that's why please take care of it. Just download one emulator. Okay, and now just downloaded 2%. So it is downloading slowly. So let me see. So let me restart my Android Studio Code, because it is downloading very slowly. When I'm working on Android Studio project, so I see on the off camera it is downloaded very fast. Okay, and you are thinking what I do here. I just optimize my C drive, and if you also know how to optimize, just right here defragment in optimize drive, and just click on the optimize, then it will be optimized, and then just optimize this and optimize this. Okay, like this will not delete your any data. Okay, it is just optimize. Okay, on the drive that is shown. Android Studio SDK, use project SDK, use Android Studio SDK. So I think I changed something on my Android SDK. Let me press cancel. Let me delete this. Let me create a virtual device. No emulator installed. I know that already. Pixel extra large. Next. Now I will be click finish. Confirm downloads. Download the wallpaper. So I think it takes some time. So I will be download pixel. So now let's ask from the Google, which emulator is best for Android Studio. The official Android emulator is in pixels. The Android Studio emulator part of which best recommended, like Pixel 9. It is saying me Pixel 9 Pixel Fold. So I am using Pixel 9 because it is highly recommended. So let's use Pixel 9. Next, finish. Download the Google Play Intel. No, Google Play Store. Yes. Now it is start to download it. So now it has been downloaded successfully. So I click finish, and expected error. So it is giving me error. It is not downloaded. So let's download one more time. Finish. It is still. So I think on my HDK it is error. So I will be click HDK manager, edit, and then let me come on to my C drive, and then users, and then let me come Android, and then Android SDK. So I click onto the SDK. So where is SDK? I don't see any SDK here. And Android Studio 3.5 system config. There is also not anything. Catchy AVD. So I will be select folder of C drive, and then the program files. Android Studio plugins is a plugins folder, but there's not any SDK as well. Modules folder, bin folder, JBR folder, and then lib folder, here it is, and let me come back. Let me open Windows again. There's Android, so yeah, there is not any Android SDK. There is not any SDK. Let me come onto the E drive. Let me come onto the program file. So where it is, program files, and then SDK. Here's not any SDK as well. Emulator. Okay, there's an emulator. Then let me come on it here. Select folder. Now it is fetching my remote repository there. And now next, next, next. Now show details. 0.53%, 4%. It is doing when this thing has been done on my computer. Then I will become to you. Okay, it takes some time. So now let me see. So yeah, it takes some time. Then when it will be done, then I will be meet you. Okay, so now let me meet you. So now let's select next. No, because that thing has been installed. Now select finish. Now yes. Now let's see it will be giving me any error or not. So now it is, I think it is not giving me any error, because when the error has been appear in there when I am downloading it, there here the error has been occurred. But now the error is not occurred, and now I hope it is started to download. Here you can see it, my emulator has started to download Pixel 9 emulator. So till it is downloading, so first of all let me close my command prompt and let me open my video VS Studio Code and my this. So now it is installing, just install 2% and now 3%, like here you can see it, but it is taking time. Like please wait until the requested actions are completed. Packages to install Google Play Intel X. But now when you ask him, like if you write Flutter emulators, now it will not give you any emulator. Let me show you, because I don't have downloaded any emulator in my, here you can see it is no emulator enabled, because on my Android Studio there is not any emulator I have downloaded it. But now I'm downloading it. It is downloaded 6%. When it is downloaded full, then I will be show you how to run your emulator on your this. So first of all write this command. Now when your emulator will be installed, and then we write here our emulator ID, and then we'll press enter, and then our work is done, then our app will be run successfully then. Okay, but let's wait and let's, when it's downloaded, then we meet it. Okay, till it is downloading, so let's do the some UI codes. So first of all, for UI codes, create a one file here by the name of main.dart, and inside of it write some of the codes which I am telling you now. Right here alert dialog, and then enter. There's some sound has been coming when I'm writing something or error has occurred. What type of sound is this? I don't understand, but anyways, let's write pragma dot class dot main, and then enter press here, and then widget factory has code, enter, and then I write here wrap alignment values dot length dot width length dot width length. Okay, many time I define width length by mistake. Now let me define here like print, like uh the text is in blue color. Perfect. Now this is a UI which I have defined here. Here you can see it. And whenever work is done, or you can, I also give you the link of this, all the this full PDF file in description. Okay, so please go and download it. It is, there is a full step how to download the all thing, like how to download the Flutter and how to set up and these things. So comment this out, and then create a one more file by the name of chat screen dot dart. Chat screen dot dart. So let me create this file chat screen dot dart. So let's create it, chat screen dot dart. Now paste this code here. and remove this. So it is giving me error here, chat screen dot. So remove this. No, it's not giving any error. Okay, because the path I defined wrong path, so that's why it is giving you error. Now it not give you any error. Okay, and then run your chat app. You will Flutter run, then you will be see chat screen, message bubbles, and these things. And Flutter setup is completed. Flutter is installed, project running, and chat app UI ready also. Okay, but one thing we have left, we do not run this on my emulator, so because it is taking loading. Here you can see it, as you can see it, but it is taking much loading, because the Android Studio do not take this much loading. So let me see what is the reason behind of it. So let me click on the finish, yes, and now it is start to download it again. So now it is downloading, so now it is also take time. So no, cancel, and let me click select virtual device and then select pixel, next, finish, yes, and now it is giving me an error. Okay, I think in pixel it is giving you an error, but any other emulator it is not giving me any error. Pair device, okay, to pair an Android 11 plus device, scan the QR code and then wireless developer QR code available at developer options. Wired pair using code also. So if I write here device manager and then select remote device, and then there's coming these remote devices. So if I select the Samsung A35, confirm, and now remote device, this remote device has become device, and I will click the Firebase action to address issue. So what is the meaning of this? Login and enable device streaming. Okay, you need to also enable it. So I click allow. So the Android wants to access your Google account, so now it is accessed. So now it is giving me project. I'm giving like IR solution, this type of project, and then yes, and now loading cloud project information. It is loading my cloud information. Okay, so now when it is done now, so now what are you gonna do now? Let me come onto my VS Studio Code and let me write here Flutter emulators, Flutter emulators. No, there's not any emulators is saying me. So let me come on it here. Let me delete this. Let me click on the create a virtual device, new hardware profile, or uh, where that device there is a small phone. Let me, for testing I'm just selecting this small phone. Okay, yes, it is also giving me any error. Additional setting, if I say show all, finish, yes, it is still showing me this. Okay, cancel. And now let me click on the setting, download anything. Now when I click on it, so now it is checking update and restart, because for some time the update also appear errors. So now I have update my Android Studio, so I hope that error I'm facing now, I hope that will be gone now. Okay, and each SDK, so I selected Android 16 pack lava. Okay, this is my SDK installed and not any other SDK installed. So now it is not need of download these SDK as well. This install, cancel. Now let me add, now let me click on the back and no devices, troubleshoot device connection. Rescan device, connect your, okay. Install device drivers to unconnected testing, use root hub. Then you need to install USB drivers assistant. So I think I am not, if it not I'm trying one more time. If it not download, then I will be insert a USB, and yani means that the cable means from which I charge my mobile, I will be put it on my CPU, and then the charging port I put on my mobile, and then the mobile will be connected with my PC, and then here the PC will become okay. Now yes, and now let's see Now it is still giving me error. So if I select which I have downloaded, Android 16, where it is. So if I select this one, finish, yes. So now here it is not giving me any error, but when I am selecting that HTK, then it is giving me an error. Okay, but let me come on it here. I want to see one thing only. If I come onto my C drive, if I come onto my users, if I come to the default app data or backpack, and then I come on to the app data local Android SDK. Now the SDK has been come here. Emulator. When you click on the emulator, fonts, icons, there these type of things are coming now. Okay, now our SDK are here, but I attach it with the wrong one. So let me do one thing. Let me come setting. Let me come onto the SDK manager. Let me click onto the edit. Let me click onto the here. And when you click here, and then I click onto the C drive, and when you click on the C drive, I click users, and then app data, and then local, and then Android, then SDK, and then I will be select this folder. Now when you select this folder, so in this folder, these all the things are downloaded. So next press here, next press here. So now it is downloading and building my tools. Here you can see it, it is paying and installing Android SDK build tools. Okay, now I'm transferring these all thing on that folder. Okay, so now it is transferring, so just wait some few minutes. When it is done, then we'll be continue our work. So it is 47, 48, 49 like this. It is doing fastly. Here you can see it, as you can see. Okay, and then when our work is done, then we install my emulator, and then I write Flutter emulators. And when I wrote down this, then if I found my any emulator, then just I write Flutter emulator / launch emulate, then I write my emulator ID there, and then I will press enter, and then it will be run. Okay, and if I see, if I talk about, let me click, come on to the ChatGPT, and let me ask him what we want to write in emulator ID. Any guesses? Any guess? So let me ask him, and in this command, emulator is not something you guys exact idea of an emulator in your machine. How to find the emulator ID? You will see output like this, and then what put emulator ID use. If use the value from ID column, means for a time / launch pixel 6 API 30 for iOS. Common using the name instead of ID, typing a random string. Okay, in Android Studio, I am running Android Studio emulator. So when I ask him like this, so let's see. So it is downloaded, finish. Okay, and now it is updating my indexes. When this thing, all the things are done, then we'll be continue. Now it is saying me in your terminal run Flutter emulators, you will something like this. Use the ID, not the same. The emulator ID is the first column, like Pixel 4 API. The emulator is already running. You don't need to launch it again. Just run. Flutter run. Flutter will already connect to running emulator. Then as exposed the yet, try this. Then with the emulator yet. Okay. Okay, I understood. Now, come on in here. Come on in here. Create a virtual device. Click on the pixel, next, finish. Now it is creating my AVD. Here is it, now it is created successfully. Here, that is mistake which we are doing. Now it is done. And now we come onto our VS Studio Code, and just we write here Flutter emulators. Then there will become, like, if I show you here, you can see it, ID pixel, name this. And now when I run this command, and in the emulator ID, like the ChatGPT had told you, you want to write here your emulator ID. Like my emulator ID is pixel, just I wrote it down this, enter press, and when I enter press this emulator ID, so it is saying me nothing because it is not run. So when I run this, running, so now it is running. Here you can see it, is opened successfully. Here you can see it like this. When you write this command, then you will be successfully do like this. Here you can say I run my Pixel mobile and it has been run successfully. Here you can see it like this, but it's not showing me anything. Why? Now let me come on it here. Let me come down. Let me come down. Main dot screens. Why it is not showing me anything? So let me come on to VS Studio Code. Main dot colors blue here I define, and these things material dot, and why it is showing me this? If I open my random project like this, get select folder, like if I open this folder, this is my random folder which I open here, and now I'm just testing here like Flutter emulator, Flutter on here. Okay, and let me click on open. Let me select this. Let me write Flutter emulator, Flutter. Let me close this, load, or let me write here like on the E drive. Here I will be locate my, where's my E drive? Here's my E drive, and then here I will be locate my program files. So let me select my colon for Flutter, and now let me write Flutter emulator. It takes few minutes. Okay, let me close down. Yeah, now it is showing me. Here you can see it. It takes some time, then it will be show you. Okay, but when I wrote it down, so it is not showing me. Here you can see it. Let me come on it. Here I am going. Sorry, where's our folder? So sorry for that. I closed my that uh thing. So for opening it, you just want to write here cd chat app, cd chat app, and then write here code dot, and then it will be open. Here a file has been, folder has been opened successfully. Here you can see it main, there's these files, and now it is showing like this. Here you can see our emulator is looking like this. This is our emulator pixel. Okay, and when you run your app by writing this command, which command, let me tell you, come on it your here, and come down, you will be run flutter run, and when you wrote down this flutter run, okay, flutter run, when you wrote down this, so then your app will be run on your mobile. Okay, so here you can see it is launching. It is launching my main dot on HTK G phone. Here you can see in debug mode. So here you can see it is launching my mobile, sorry, my app on my mobile. So it takes some time, so just take its time, and now when it is done, so here you can see it is just loading, and now here you can see it takes some time because you are doing first time you are running your app, so it takes little bit some time. And then when this flutter emulator launch pixel, it launch your emulator. Okay, and flutter run his when you write this flutter run command, it will run your code. Okay, and now when I wrote it down, so it is running my code, so just wait for it. Okay, because there are many of the files which they want to see. There's Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, Android. Okay, so that's why, so it takes some time, and when it is done, then your app will be open on your mobile. But we do not, we just build a UI, the small UI. In the next part we see all the things, means we set up UI routes and navigation, and these all things we do in the next part. In this part we just set up a UI, and just how to install the Flutter, which ID we are using, how to install all ID, how to set up Flutter. These things I have already told you. Okay, just like that. So now when this Flutter run will be run, then I will be show you my app is running on my on my mobile device, and then we will be end this video. So just wait for a second. it is saying me please download and install a JDK to compile your project. You can get favored by settings. Okay, because there is no need of Java, so I'm just pressing cross, and now it is doing like this. It is taking some loading. So why it is taking so much loading? So here our Android is our emulator is running. Here you can see it. I will be do like this. I will be open Google as well. Here you can see it. I opened and I open Google Play Store as well. Means anything. So okay, anything you can install. Like you can use this mobile as your own mobile. Okay, and you can download the games also. But for that it is not capable. But here you can see like this. You can do it successfully. And now when I press this button, so then it will be closed. Here you can see it. So now why our app is not opening, why it is running so much? Terminate, yes. So I have terminate. So I think I did not write anything in UI, so that's why it is not running. Sorry, I do not define UI as much, so that's why I think it is not running. But package flutter material dot save, again save. Let me come on it here, and let me come up the chat app screen, chat screen dot, and this is main dot, and now it is running. So when it will be run, then I will be in next part I will be show you when it will be run. Okay, but in this video the main topic is how to run the Flutter app. I have told you about, and how to launch your emulator using Flutter. I have launched it. Here you can see it, and I told you about how to install Flutter step by step, and I also told you that how to set up UI, and these all thing I've told you which VS Studio, which ID we are using, that all things. So I hope you enjoy this today's part. So let me part and next very amazing part of this chat application in Flutter using Firebase. So now let's meet you in the next part and next very amazing part. So for today, good.